Alright guys, that's right, it's Transformers Friday, and today we are taking a look at Siege Springer. Oh man, this figure. Alright, so I'm going to talk about him a little bit. I'm going to list out a lot of positives, and I've got some negatives to say too, because first and foremost, the transformation, it's a little frustrating if you don't know what you're doing, and he did really grind my nerves there for a little bit. I don't know what it is, but me and this particular figure do not get along. His stuff doesn't want to peg in, or it's not in the right place, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he frustrates me. Do I think it's a good figure? Absolutely. Look at this guy. Let's take a look at him. That is extremely cartoon accurate. There's the headstock that you can see. He's got a little bit of the weathering on the shoulder pads there, but I mean it kind of works. I could see that. It's got some weathering on the legs here and on the chest, and I actually think it's done all right. I think it's a little too heavy on the chest, but that's just me. I think the headstock is great. All right. We've also got a little bit of weathering back here, and you can store the guns here if you want to. Alright, so we got a little bit of weathering, you can see it there. There we go. Alright, so let's talk accessories first since I pointed out the guns. We've got this little blade, this little thing here is for the helicopter blades. I'll talk about it more in a second. Get that. Sorry, trying to get that a little bit better focused. There we go. Alright, so he's got the two swords here. That will obviously become the helicopter blades lately, but I mean even they're sculpted pretty well. So those are cool. Alright, we've got the two guns that he can hold just fine. Whoops. Alright. So he holds the guns just fine. You can put them together for like a super cannon or a rifle or whatever you want to do with that. Alright, so articulation wise, we've got pretty much the standard plus a few bonuses. We've got wrist articulation, that's pretty cool, always a plus. Alright, we got 90-degree elbow, the elbow swivel, well I guess a little bit over 90-degree. Yeah, okay, so a little bit over 90-degree elbow, that's good. Alright. The shoulders only go up to about there. That's a little bit of a bummer, but not too bad. You can get over it. And there's no real way to get any higher, so that's kind of a bummer. I guess you could fake it with the wrist swivel, but But alright. We do get the shoulders that can move back and forth. You do get 360, but some of the backpack back here gets in the way and it keeps it from rotating all the way around. See that? Right there? It's the shoulder joint right here that keeps it from rotating all the way around. Yeah. It's not meant to. Alright, so anyways, peg that back into place there. Alright, we got hip rotation. Very cool. The head is on a ball joint. I don't know if I said that. Alright, let's get this out of the way. We've got great articulation there. Great articulation there. We've got... The joint on this knee is a little loose, but you can kind of get more than the 90 because of that double joint. So it does peg into place, and that's how it's supposed to be, but like I said, you can kind of fake it. So... You've also got the upper thigh swivel, always good. And you've got a really good rocker. Alright. So, the transformation. I'm really not looking forward to this, but here we go. First and foremost, I guess we'll go through car mode first. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to peg all this stuff together. And peg on the sides there. And that'll get him sort of a rotating turret gun. Alright. Oh man, okay, so first unpeg the arms. And that's one of the complaints that I have is if these aren't just properly aligned, they can be really frustrating to get back into joint. And see, I'm having trouble with it now. I'm trying to just peg this right back in. I did it a second ago. There you go. You gotta have everything just aligned just right. That's really my only complaint about this, is that everything has to be aligned perfectly or it's not gonna work. So alright, let's get his arms out of the way. Let's bring up his chest. These two panels are gonna fold out like that. And don't do that, because that's not good. But if that does happen, it just, I mean, it's on a hinge joint, just pop that back into place and boom, you're good to go. So, no worries. But they will need to be out of the way for both transformations. Alright, so the head tucks in like this, roof comes over, pegs in like that, and there you go. Alright, let's get that out of the way. So we're doing car mode, so this will come back all the way to here. It'll just collapse down like that. Alright, then your shoulders here, this panel will fold out like that, and another fold out like that, and you bring the arms down, and I don't know if you saw that, so I'm going to point it out. 5mm tab that tabs into the hand right here. Boom. Okay. So then you're going to bring the shoulders up like this. And you got to do that on the other side too. Obviously. Alright. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so let's get the legs done. The legs are kind of complicated. They fold up in really weird ways, but it is really smart engineering. So let's get this done. Alright. Let's get that leg out of the way. Fold that foot down. And what you're going to want to do is fold the foot to where the toes are touching this part. Where they're touching the little girl thing. Alright. And it's just going to come underneath like so. And let me get that out of the way. It'll come up to where this gray toe will fit in this little green slot. So that's a good way for you to keep up with, am I doing this right? Well then, yeah, okay, yeah, I am. Alright, so on the other one, untab it, not there, but the other tab that I showed you. Have the toe come out like that. Push it under. They'll tab together. Like that. And this will come down, sit on top of there. And here's what I'm talking about. Everything's not properly aligned, so it's not fitting in right, and it's frustrating me. So like that. Where are you? Come on. Show me what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. There we go. And this will tab into the top section right here and just kind of keep everything together. Okay. So for this part, the arms are going to come up like here. There's a tab on this right there that will fit into the arm. That little slot right there. Gray tab. Little slot. And again, getting this guy aligned is going to be the tricky part, but once it is, everything pegs in securely. It's just getting everything at the proper angle, you know, get your thumb in there, push up, whatever you need to do. And that should do it. Okay. Car mode, finally. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Very cartoon accurate, I'm digging it. I mean, it's a great design. It's just a little frustrating during the transformation, that's all. I also want to point out a little bit of a design flaw. The rest of these wheels turn fairly well, but I think there was a problem in the molding. There's like a little bit of a flake on this back piece right here that keeps the wheel from rotating freely. But I think it's pretty easy to get in there and like file it down or whatever you need to do. So, let's see, can we open? We'll look at it again in a helicopter mode. Maybe we can see what's going on there. But, all right, car mode. And let's put his big rotating turret thing up there. All right, and of course, you don't have to have that if you don't care for it. Let's get all that crap off of there. You can put the guns here, here, one right there. You can put one right there. That's, you know, you can put them back up there. That is entirely up to you. You got options. Use them. All right. Let's go to helicopter mode. So the first thing, you're going to want to get that out of the way. Let's do the legs first, just because that's probably the most frustrating part of it. So let's do the legs first. Let's untab these. And again, these things secure, you know, very well, so it's not like they're too loose. All right. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. And, well, we'll have to get the arms out of the way before doing this part. So just untab the arms like that. Okay. This little section here will fold up like that on both sides. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and do that. Get that folded out of the way. And then rotate not the green part, but the lightish part right here, all the way around 180 like that. Okay? And then you'll unfold this and unfold this piece. This entire section will come up like this, but you'll fold the foot in like so. And then underneath the canopy like that, to where you have the side of him looking like this. And we'll plug that in a second. All right, so let's do that on the other side. Here we go again. Right there, where the screw is facing you, make sure the screw is facing you. Do that. Untab this, fold this piece back, open this, and let's see if we can see. There might be just a little bit of a burr on that wheel piece that keeps it from spinning freely, but look at that yourself in your own time and, you know, get what works for you. All right, so you'll tab in the tires like so. You'll tab these two little things together. There they go. And that won't rock back and forth. All right, so fold the foot under. Do this. Okay, and the back canopy should snap in like that. I swear that is the easiest it's ever gone in. Okay, he's behaving for the review, so good. All right, so let's untab this part, and it's on a double hinge down here like that you can see right there. You're gonna want to come back with that double hinge back under, and what you're gonna want to do is get this groove to go to that slot. But before you do that, of course, we can't be skipping steps. So let's do this. That piece will unfold. You pull it out like that, put it back over, tab that back in, flip this back around like so. Then you're going to want to align all this good stuff. So there, and then like that. Okay, so let's do that again on the other side. Untab here. Do this. Pull that out. Flip that around. And double hinge it like so. get that folded in, and come on. Come on, you. There you go. Okay. There. I think there's a way to spin his head around to not have him looking underneath, but I'm not sure about that. But alright. So there's that. Let's go ahead. Make the helicopter blades, which is easy. You just take a sword, peg it in there, and put that on top. And he's done. And the rotation on the blades, really good. So that is a good design. Nice. I have to give him props for that. That is really cool. Alright, so the guns, again, peg here, peg here. This one is a little too tall to put in that slot, so just, you know, something to keep in mind. But they'll peg in everywhere else, so. Alright, so my final thoughts on this figure. I think it's very cartoon accurate. You know, I'm not a big fan of the weathering, but that's just me. The helicopter mode looks pretty good. The car mode looks pretty good. I think it was engineered really well. It's just, I don't know, something about this Springer just didn't tug at me. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's a sentimental attachment to my Thrilling 30 Springer. I don't know. But I mean, I do think it's designed really well. It's just the transformation is a bit frustrating for me. Maybe mine doesn't go together as well as some of the other ones do, but I don't know. Maybe you'll have less frustrating time working on your Springer than I did on mine. I hope that is the case, but I still recommend it. I totally recommend him. He is fun. He is a good figure. He holds together very well. Posing him is really easy. So, like I said, really good figure. My only problem is the transformation, and maybe that's just me. So, whatever. But, there you go. That is a look at Siege Springer. Hopefully that'll help you in your buying decisions. Alright, I will see you next time.